Hello, welcome to episode 3 of the Ultimate XR tutorial series. In this one we're going through constraints, so let me show you what we're going to learn. Over here we have a steering wheel, which if you grab the top corners you can rotate just like this. I haven't fully made this as good as I would like to, but the idea is there and it should help you understand how you can make your own similar. And secondly, we are going to look at object placement, so like anchors and sockets and whatnot. We're going to start off over here with the anchors and then we'll move over to the wheel. But if there's something specific you would like to see, I have chapters in the description and on the video. So, like I said, we're going to start off with an anchor. So, to start off, we're going to make a new 3D object, and I'm going to make a sphere because it just is the easiest to help visualize this, I think. And just make it any size, it doesn't really matter. And I always make my collider trigger. Now, I don't know if that's necessary, but I reckon it probably is, so I'm going to do it anyway. I've got this transparent material, which is just surface type transparent, and then low transparency with a color. I'm just going to drag this onto my object. And you're going to want to add the UXR grabbable object anchor to this. This is the component you add to anything you want to be able to kind of hold an object. But we have a few settings here, so we'll come back to the tags in a second. We have the max place distance, which is 0.1 right now, and that means if anything within 0.1 of the center, I believe, of this object will be placed inside. And it also needs to be using these compatible tags. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a tag. Now, this could be anything. You could name this anything you want. So I'm going to name mine tutorial. The only thing necessary is that you come over to your grabbable. So I'm going to use the capture we made in episode 2. If you don't have this, then you can do it on any object. And on the UXR grabbable component, under placement, I believe, here it is, you'll find this anchor compatible tag. Yours will be empty. And it just needs to have the same name as whatever you want it to be placed in. So you put tutorial, the same, make sure it's spelled the same. And that should now be working. But before we head in, I want to show you that you can also have a little visual representation. So we're going to add a caption underneath, we're going to get rid of its collider. And here under active on compatible near, you can just drag this capsule in, and this will enable or disable based on whether it's something that is compatible to be placed inside as near. So I will hop in and show you this now. Here we are. So we're just going to come over here and grab our object and come over to here. And as you can see, as we get close, it pops up with this visual representation. And as soon as we let go, it is placed inside. Now you don't have to have the visual representation. I just thought it was a nice thing to show off. But yeah, this is how you make your anchors in Ultimate XR. Now moving on to rotational constraints like this steering wheel. So for this, I'm going to use a cube because I feel like it's the easiest way to demonstrate it. So we're just going to add a cube to the world, make it a bit smaller so we can actually grab it. And we're going to do what we do for everything we want to grab and add a UXR grabbable component. Now on this, you'll find this manipulation mode and you'll want to change this to rotate around axis. And then you'll just want to make it set it up like any other grabbable. So register avatar for grips, we just drag this in. We'll add our pose with some snaps, make sure the snaps are in decent enough places. So I'm going to have mine rotate around, well, you can kind of tell based on where I'm putting these. But, there we go, we put our grabs in. I'm going to have mine rotate like this. So to set that up, as you can see, as we rotate this, you can see that it's in the Z-axis. So we're going to come down to our constraints, and in the rotation angle limits, we're going to come over to the Z. I'm going to want it to rotate -90 and 90, so that means it will rotate from here to here and all the way back over to here. And that's as simple as it is, really. If we hop in, I'm actually going to add some rotation resistance, and also there is this thing called manipulation feedback. You can just add this, turn it to continuous, and you will get feedback for whenever you are grabbing the object. And you can also set up audio clips for when you grab the object, which is pretty cool. We should be able to just simply grab and rotate it. Very nice. You know, we can rotate it over to this side, all the way back over. Oh, I'm still having some controller issues. And yeah, it won't go past the limits you set up, and it moves very smoothly the rest of the way. Now, there is one more thing which I want to set up really quickly, and that is continuous movement. So underneath your avatar, you'll notice that you have these teleport locomotion settings, and I'm just going to get rid of those. And I'm going to add the smooth locomotion, UXR smooth locomotion. Here you go. Now, the walk direction, I'm turning this to my look direction because that's just what I prefer. Sprint button hand is left, sprint button is the joystick, collision layer is everything. Now, one thing I forgot to do is to come over to the right hand, the forward right, and just delete the UXR teleport locomotion from this one too. There we go. And now we can rotate using our right joystick without that weird smoothness thing. And everything's working. We can sprint by pushing down our left joystick. They have said this isn't the final version of the locomotion that they want, but I reckon it works pretty well for now, and I personally prefer having smooth locomotion, so yep, this is all working pretty well. I will see you in the next one.